Hello friends, Gina Scalpone here. Welcome to my weekly Ask Me Anything show. I have a really good answer for Brittany's question. And I hope you're excited about this training because I think this will help a lot of you out. Okay, Brittany's question is, I've been following you for a while now and I listen to your podcasts. I'm a business owner in a small town and I'd really like to figure out what the next step in my career is. I wondered how you got into this and if you have any advice for me. So friends, I don't have any more specifics about this question, but I feel like I can answer Brittany's question. And if any of you out there are at a point in your business where you're like, where do I go next? What's the next step? What should I do? I'd be happy in my business, but I want more. Or I'm unhappy in my business and I want more and I want changes. This is such a great question. If anybody here watching, have you felt that way before? Like, can you just put a heart emoji in the comments? I'm trying to figure out my next step in my business. I'm happy, but I want my next step. Or I'm not happy and I want to change things up. This is the thing, friends. We are creative business owners. You're never going to get to the top, like a ceiling, and say, oh, I'm done creating now. Kayla's saying yes. Thank you. Hey, Kayla. You're never going to get to the end where you're like, oh, I'm done creating. I'm done doing anything fun and exciting with my business. It's not going to happen. Tracy's giving me heart emojis in the comments. Thank you. That's why I wanted to address Brittany's question. This is such a good question. Now, it is a little general, and I didn't get any more specifics from her, but I thought I'm just going to teach on what I did in my own business to take the next step and to figure out what the next step I wanted to take, like what it actually was. So, years ago, I've been a business owner for almost 12 years, and I was 60 hours a week behind the chair with clients, back to back to back, running around, doing all the things. I started growing my business. I fast forward 4 or 5 years, I had a team of 14 people. I had hairstylists and makeup artists on my team to help me do wedding parties and special events. I had an assistant, I had a professional photographer, I had a website designer, all this stuff. There was so much going on. I couldn't see above like the top of the day or the week, much less planning for anything in the future. So I want to just say this to you specifically, Brittany, and anyone else out there who is looking for their next step in their business, or they're just like, I just don't know what I want to do. You cannot figure it out when you are slammed 12 hours a day, whether it's with clients, whether it's with personal obligations. You need some breathing room. You need some downtime to figure this stuff out. So this is how it looked for me. I would say it was about 5 or 6 years ago in my own business. I realized I'm actually really happy. I'm working with clients about 20 to 25 hours a week behind the chair, and I'm still making the same income that I was back when I worked with clients 60 hours a week behind the chair. I learned that marketing was extremely important, and I started and took my marketing strategy very seriously. So this is where it was at. I was having a good time. My clients were great. I was working about 20, 25 hours a week behind the chair with my clients. La-di-da. Everything was happy. Everything was good. I had no complaints. I thought to myself, though, this is great and I love it, but where's the next step in my business? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Okay. I'm retiring the day I die. So I love being a business owner. I love being an entrepreneur. I know at this point in my business, I'm not tapped out to where I'm going to be. I know I'm going to keep growing and creating and building my empire. So I gave myself about a year to really take it all in and figure out where I wanted to go in my business. So this is just such a great question that Brittany asked because I really feel like I can help you, all of you out from personal experience. So I was happy camper, I had all these clients, I was working 20, 25 hours a week, I had all my team members, I was feeling creatively fulfilled, I was feeling like I really wasn't working a lot, I was feeling like I was making great income, I was really proud of myself and my changes. But I gave myself about a year. I'm like, okay, I got 3 or 4 business mentors. They are amazing. I've joined their programs, I've read their books, I listen to their podcasts, I'm subscribed to their weekly emails. What are these ladies doing? They're people where I want to be in 5 years from now. They're multi 7-figure business owners, amazing, inspiring, awesome. I started thinking like, what are some of the things that they do? Like, what is their lifestyle like? What are things they don't do in their business? What are things they do in their business? One thing that I noticed years ago, I realized they all exercise regularly. And I was not an exerciser back then. I had exercise on and off throughout my life, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start exercising. I realized that I needed to get clarity about where I wanted to go. And I was using these business mentors of mine as inspiration. They created downtime, specifically morning routines in their schedule. So I gave myself a lot of breathing room. I journaled, I meditated, I read a lot, I started exercising, I started seeking out inspiration anywhere I could find it. It gave me so much clarity and peace. So might not sound like a lot of specific action steps, but the first thing I want you to do, if you identify whether or not you're happy in your business and if you want to make changes, so that's just one, and I'm specifically answering Brittany's question. But two, Lori's saying awesome, yay, thanks Lori. Two, you need to give yourself downtime. I don't care if it's a 5-minute morning routine. I don't care if it's out going for a walk in nature. I don't care if it's journaling, meditating, praying. You need to give yourself downtime to really get your brain clear and think about where you want to go. So for me, it took about a year. And then what I came up with was, I said, I'm obsessed with being a business owner. I think everyone in the world should be a business owner. So I thought, what if other stylists would want to learn from me, or small business owners, doesn't have to only be hairstylists. Well, what if other business owners want to learn from me about all the things I've done in my business? I've had a very colorful business over the last 12 years, and I've grown and changed done so many things outside the box. So I thought maybe I could create a program and other stylists would want to learn from me. Now this was probably 4 or 5 years ago. And so I started learning. I finally enrolled in a program that taught me from one of my business mentors how to create an online program. And so this was all getting set up before the pandemic. Then the pandemic happened, the beginning of April 2020. I decided to finally launch my course for the first time. So I've launched it 6 times now, meaning I open the doors, invite people in, close the doors, teach class, open the door. So that's how it all evolved. But it only evolved that way because I gave myself a lot of breathing room, a lot of downtime. Well, first I started marketing myself and my business, and I was able to, again, create the same income and work way significantly less hours. That gave me time and space for breathing room. And then that is what got me to wanting to create an online course and teach other small business owners how to market their business and how to show up online, how to create more income, how to build their team. Glamhairus Academy is everything that I have used that has worked for me. I put inside a 9-week group implementation program. I like to look at Glamhairus Academy as a personal development course for your business. So that's where it came for me. So I'd say 2/3 of my time I work on with my students inside my programs. I have a monthly membership, so my students are invited to my monthly membership after they graduate the academy. And then about 1/3 of my time is spent with clients, actually behind the chair. I sell wigs and I sell accessories and I do haircuts and color and extensions and all that stuff. And we do wedding parties and special events. So I'm transitioning my business. I really just like the way the flow is. I love being with my clients part-time. I love being with my students. I love having the downtime to do a lot of creation on my iPad or on my iPhone to create content for my online marketing, for my students, that kind of thing. So that's basically my answer to your question from a very personal experience, Brittany. I hope that helped you out. I hope they gave you some insight and inspiration. And please let me know how that works for you. Thank you so much for watching. Ask me anything. This was a quick little training. I hope you guys feel inspired, and please leave a comment below. Did this help you out? Tell me yes or no, or give me a scale 1 to 10. What did you think of this training? Is this giving you some inspiration? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you soon. Bye, friends.